With regard to AIS, presently I am using the Daisy receiver that I discovered on the internet, and of course this is a temporary antenna off of a handheld radio for now. Ultimately it would be hooked in by way of a splitter to the VHF antenna outside. Plus, after giving it some thought, despite the expense, I think I do want to go with a transponder, so I'm also sending out signals. The Daisy plugs in via USB cable to the laptop. This is a Dell XPS 12 convertible that I plan to use as a primary system on board. Of course, because it is a convertible, it can fold flat and is a touch screen, so that I can mount it somewhere and use it as a nav piece to follow the charts. Of course, I do have Standard Horizons GPS there, and I also have Navionics on my Samsung Galaxy S4, which works pretty nicely. So relative to the Dell XPS 12, I do plan to purchase a second one to serve as a backup for the trip. I'll be creating, prior to departing, a complete backup for this one and restoring it onto the other one. I found on eBay units are available for relatively reasonable price, for less than I paid for this thing new, which is the most I paid for a personal computer, since I've been messing about with personal computers since the 80s. Relative to AIS under CPN, if you have not seen that before, you can select your target and query the target. So right now we have Joe Thompson, a tug. That's not underway, although the engine is running. I guess that's why they have it that way. That is offloading a load of gravel at one of the sites nearby, and it is what, 354 degrees from me presently, so it works pretty good. Let me know if you have questions. Another area of wonderment for me is, since I don't have a formal nav station on board, where I might put one. I've seen one nav station on one Maxi install on the wall there, which for me seems to be too far forward for offshore work. I'm thinking perhaps adding a fold down table of some kind on the wall there, next to the galley, want to keep the table here relatively clear, I think. So right now, that seems to be the leading location for me. I thought of something over here. Yeah, I don't want to block the hanging locker, but then really, do I want to be there typing like that? Not really. Actually, that same challenge would be true over there when not in convertible mode. Unless it was something that would allow me to sit here, and then it would pull out and or rotate around and work in that kind of mode. Something to think about. So many questions. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, let me know. Or if you have some answers to my questions or suggestions, please let me know that as well. You take care. And, by the way, what are you doing with your freedom?